Financial Solutions is brought to you by First Hawaiian Bank.
Okay, we're back, and as you know, every other Monday, our good friends from First Hawaiian Bank stop by here at the KUM studios in Harmon with some sound and great financial advice. Today, we're going to discuss the Guam Trust Company and First Hawaiian Bank as a corporate trustee. Now, with me this evening to explain exactly what that is First Hawaiian Bank Senior Vice President and Banking Center Manager, good friend of ours, once again, Mr. Ed Untalan. Ed, hafa day.
Hafa day, Jason.
All right, we have almost the entire roster of former GovGuam officials here tonight. So it's always good to see you.
You noticed the move, from government to private sector?
There you go. Well, you're obviously doing very well for yourself. So, you know, the Guam Trust Company or
Yes.
corporation, everything, exactly what is that and why was it created?
Well, first of all, it's services that we've always been providing for our clients, especially in Hawaii, for almost 100 years. And it deals with investment management and trust and estate administration. However, because of certain tax laws and legal complications dealing with Guam laws, etc., it was important that we set up a separate corporation on Guam to handle particularly trust and estate administration to avoid any kind of tax or legal complications that are not related to Guam. If a customer wanted to, we could do it right now. For any customer, it'll be managed in Hawaii. However, they'll be subject to Hawaii state and legal consequences. So it was important that we establish separately solely here in Guam to fill the need for many of the local people here.
Now, broadly speaking, you know, of course, in accounting circles, there are, you know, like a bunch of idiosyncrasies, like in New Orleans, dealing with, you know, like maritime law or, you know, with accounting. Generally, what are some of the bigger concerns about, you know, like about trust and estates out here on the island?
Well, what we've discovered, first of all, is that there are a lot of people who don't have wills or trusts set up. And that's because we get so caught up with our day-to-day business. Secondly, particularly for the Guam residents, we deal with inheritance or estate taxes, of which there are none here in Guam. If it is managed in Hawaii or offshore, then they will be subject to the estate's inheritance taxes, for example, in Hawaii. Our customers here, by having a separate corporation, thereby it'll be known as a Guam Trust. Therefore, we'll be exempt from any kind of estate tax here if it's managed here in Guam.
So it's a very delicate matter, and I'd say the work that you're doing now is almost like akin to surgery.
It is. I mean, and you know, well, I wouldn't call it surgery because you know, I don't like blood, but anyhow,
diagnosis at least.
Yes, and what we've discovered again was there's many customers who have a good amount of wealth built up, and a lot of them are very wealthy businessmen who don't have the time to be able to sit down and look at their estate and how it'll be managed after they should pass or become incapacitated. So we felt it was important to be able to provide this service, which we do in Hawaii right now, to our local residents. We felt it was important that we set up a separate corporation, particularly to address the tax issues and any legal issues that may arise between Guam laws and offshore laws.
Okay, and I know you guys just started and everything like that. I'm assuming you guys have a fair amount of work ahead of you and a pretty decent client base and everything like that. What are you anticipating in terms of the volume in maybe like year 2, year 3 about the work that you guys will be doing?
Well, what we do is we advise clients, even whether it be First Hawaiian Bank, or FHB Guam Trust Co. or not. You know, we talk to our clients from a business standpoint and a personal standpoint about how to be able to service them. So it's nothing new for us. What we've seen is that a number of our clients don't have any wills or trusts. Now, know that this gets a little bit complicated because my work really is to be able to get clients to consider developing wills and trusts. We don't draft them. We stay away from any of the legal or tax issues. We refer them to attorneys who are the experts in this matter. What we do is we give them advice. We give, more so ideas, suggestions, and alternatives on how it would be managed. The real work comes when the person names us as trustee or administrator of the estate and after they pass or become incapacitated. During the meantime, we just continue on our First Hawaiian Bank typical relationship management, where we continue to be in touch with you, communicate with you, as we do always.
Okay. Well, we do appreciate the information. We got to go to commercial. Congratulations to you on your success and to your company.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. And stay tuned, my friends, because you can check out KUM.com right now and find out more about the very fine work that Ed and his colleagues do at the First Hawaiian Bank and their subsidiaries. Stay tuned. KUM News Extra will be continued right after this.